Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance, auto, renters and home insurance that's made to help the military community protect what they've worked hard for.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. Nah, I'm only kidding. Well, maybe if you're in London, in which case you're staying there and well done, you're in London. But for everyone else, it's the London Royal Raven home series here in the Call of Duty League, and we are very excited to get day number 3 underway. Paris Legion will be taking on the Los Angeles Guerrillas, and oh my, the more astute viewers here will notice that Vivid is no longer present. LAG has now got Cheen on them off the bench or out of the academy team and into the main starting roster, and it is going to be a very, very interesting day indeed. Chance will be joining me as always, and I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, I am wearing my Zennies today, and they are doing me proud. I've got 2 gigantic lights either side of me, and I'm not feeling them in the slightest. Any game, appreciate you guys keeping my balls safe, these ones. Here we go, Chance. Very excited to get this day underway, mate. We've got some big games, we've got some exciting games, and a brand new look at the Guerrillas.
And I'll be honest, man, I had this entire thing planned to talk about, like, you know, all the roster moves and stuff like that. But now that I saw Money Cheen on camera, I'm just happy. I'm excited to watch the man play. Easily one of my favorite players, and I will happily be biased in his favor. I will never accept any Money Cheen slander. If you want to criticize the roster move, that is fine. That is understandable. But we love Money Cheen in the CDL. No exceptions.
No exceptions, indeed. Well, we're almost ready to get going, friends. We're going to do the usual. We're going to introduce these teams one at a time, show their beautiful videos. Can you guess which one we're going to start with? Didn't think so. That's right, we're keeping you on your toes here in the CDL. But without further ado, I think there's now time we get to meet these teams. Very excited to get this series underway. And again, Chance is an unabashedly big fan of Money Cheen there. But let's do it. Let's meet the squads. Ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles Guerrillas.
When my friends go, it was simple. When the ends low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I don't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike, I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. I got right, I got heart, I don't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike, I go hard day and night.
Los Angeles Guerrillas, again, we've talked to no end about the pacing issues the squad's been facing. We'll see if Cheen can bring that special something. I mean, in my opinion, Cheen, he does always bring a fantastic, level up to whatever squad he joins. We saw the same thing with iLLeY in the 2020 season. When he came on board, it transformed that squad for a brief period of time. It was very exciting to see. But Chance, what are we expecting out of Cheen today, joining Assault, Apathy and Silly?
I mean, literally just fantastic vibes, great communication. He is like one of the ultimate team players, selfless on the map, wants to set up his teammates, and of course, just that like methodical sort of assault rifle play style. I know he's been killing it or crushing it so far in Challengers, hoping he can bring that same gameplay. When he is at his best, he can get close to that MVP form. Obviously, we're thinking back to World War II, where, well, you got 3 World War II champions on this team, world champs, and then Chino was one of the best players in the game, especially at the start of the year. It's been a few years since we've seen it. Now this team has been built, hopefully, to bring back some of that magic.
Yeah, interesting to see if those rose-tinted glasses for this squad will come through. But there we go. That's going to be one of our squads. The other team now hailing from the other side of the planet, all the way from Europe, but not the players, not all of them anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the Paris Legion.
Wonderful start here from Paris Legion. Paris Legion just about pushed that player off the hard point.
Can they clutch up and go big?
Classic just being aggressive in the plane.
Fire's got to get on the bomb, and he will. He finds the kill.
Unbelievable stuff.
Awkward from the back end, able to pick up 3 along the way.
Paris Legions.
What a round!
Paris Legion, again, we talked about Temp joining the roster. His first showing against the Dallas Empire was not a terrible one by any stretch of the imagination, being able to take a map off of the now very different Dallas roster Empire. But here we go, the Skrapz Classic Aqua Temp combo, mate. How do we fare them today? Again, it was a handed victory by Dallas, but what do you think, mate? They got the metal to go up against this new LAG?
Well, I think they absolutely do. This is an important series just because, right, these teams are like in that battle for the top 8. They need the CDL points, but more importantly, both fresh off of a roster change. And like, lose the Dallas Empire, like, it's gonna happen. They're a great team. This is the matchup where you have to set yourself apart from the bottom of the pack. And, well, if I'm looking at how Paris Legion can do that for their keys to victory, they need to just be connected to Classic on the map. And whether that means that, like, a guy like Temp or one of the ARs just running around with Classic more, or if they just need to bump up their communication, have better small talk, because Classic is always that playmaker, always doing something interesting on the map, but there's just certain games, certain times where if nobody's paired up with them, if the communication isn't quite clean, their gameplay is going to suffer. And frankly, the series they had against the Dallas Empire, the perfect example. When Classic is frying when he's off on his own island on Garrison, they destroy. If they're not, they are going to falter. So in my mind, they just have to find a way to make their teamwork work with Classic. And then on the theme of teamwork, if you're looking at the keys to victory for the LA Guerrillas, the theme from the start of the year, and I'm going way back to like early February from some of these points, it's all about the teamwork, right? If you're gonna be a slower, more methodical team, if you're looking for like one good team push to break a hard point rather than taking 3 attempts if you're playing lightning fast, you gotta make sure it's good. That means minimizing your untradeable engagements. You have to be always paired up with your teammates in one shape or another. And obviously you gotta make sure you don't make mistakes. And well, control is always a focus point for this team as well. 1 and 9 on maps that are not named Raid. And well, funnily enough for this series though, we're actually gonna be playing Raid Control. So Guerrillas might be a little bit happy to see the maps we're gonna get.
There you go, your game fuel keys to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Ashworth, thank you very much for that one, brothers. A quick look at the maps and modes. Double dose of Moscow to start the series off. We're heading to Raid Control. And then a bit of an apocalypse hardpoint, should we be able to get there. And we have to go the distance, Miami, Search and Destroy. Again, you have the map vetoes on screen there to see which teams banned out which maps, and well, this is what we've got, mate. And I'm pumped to get into this one. Double dose of Moscow to get things started is a wonderful start to this series. And again, I think for a lot of fans, there's been talk about LAG scrims. There was a bit of a meme going around for a while, but honestly, I'm excited to see how this roster performs. This has got a very, very solid makeup all in all. And for Paris, lots to prove. Still getting Temp comfortable in the roster. Very, very excited, let's say, my friend, to see how today's events unfold. But Moscow hardpoint up first. We're going to be diving now into map number 1, our first match of the day here of day 3 of the London Royal Ravens home series. It does make me miss home, I can't lie, mate. I love a bit of London. Imagine, just imagine, we're in a big arena somewhere in the, I don't know, maybe the Copper Box again. God, who knows? The screaming fans and, you know, with the lights in our faces, we're all having a good time, screaming our lungs out over some fantastic Call of Duty. But who knows, friends? Who knows what the future holds? But here we go, chance. Moscow hardpoint to get things underway. LAG, new look going up against Paris Legion. Let's get it.
And I believe, if I remember, the second key to victory for Paris that I just always run out of time to talk about, rotations matter. Like the map set that we have, it is all slow, methodical maps. Moscow is the perfect example, and that is not the best start with the grenades, or hey, maybe a little bit 50-50. Maybe needs to be a little bit fresher with it. Hey, opening break, Guerrillas will be happy for it. Maybe not the rotations. Maybe just that early time is what they're striving to get. Already set up inside and already starting to spawn some players on Paris out.
Yeah, watch Sheen there's his initial perspective there. Gets himself 1 kill and 20+ points now and climbing. And it looks like Guerrillas have got a nice bit of map control so far. Not able to quite make their way across towards P2. But that's Temp's job now. Got to slow down Sheen. Here comes the push. Finds the first for Temp. aBeZy's going to be there on the immediate trade. Keys to victory coming through already, mate. No untradeable kills. Now for Classic, has to make sure, flush these members of LAG out of the spawns. So he will try and do just that. Wins a big one against Silly. That's a nice bit of work once again. Classic on a 2 spree right now. Any more kills to be had are massive bonuses right now as the rest of his teammates making their way forward. And chance, you liking what you're seeing out of the Guerrillas already?
I mean, so far, so good. You get a 41-point lead, I should say, after P1. That is as good as it gets, but quite a few big kills do come through on Paris. They do make sure they secure the P2 spawns, at least initially, but the flood is coming through. Assault's hitting the back lane, but the rest of his team just bullies out through White, already taking control of that hill, and of course, always an aware team. They know Skrapz is in the back. They hunt him down, secure the spawns, and honestly, so far, about perfect gameplay.
This is not what we expected, but already we are seeing the next 30 seconds potentially go the way of LAG. Silly holding a top PD, finding those kills. Temp still trying to make his way through street side. Skrapz now making the front line a little safer now. Over to Silly. Can't quite win it. Skrapz gets himself 2 more from that position. That is massive. 2 spree right now. Classic already on the rotation. May be able to fight over that time. The spawn's not looking good for the Guerrillas right now. You can see them on the right-hand side of the screen. Those purple arrows, that's where they're coming from. But oh, so are Paris. Will they be able to get to the hard point in time? The foot race is now on, Chance. The battle begins.
Oh, and speaking of those, like, what, rotational gunfights from the side of Paris, no teamwork involved at all. Everyone taking a one-on-one gunfight. Classic taking the SMG gunfight at range. Everybody loses their ones. You don't get control of the hill, and, well, Paris, that means you get to set up one play to break this hill, and you see the pinches in, players hitting from the front, players hitting from around back, but so far it is Guerrillas just winning every single gunfight. And anytime you see a player with an SMG solo trying to flood through the front, you know things are not going well.
Yep, well, we'll see how they go, though. aBeZy still from the back line. 3 in a row from him. Trying to keep the hard point safe. No one quite in the point just yet with a solid 23 seconds remaining on this one. Nice snap. Bit of a team fire there from LAG. They have come out swinging. That's the 5th in a row there for aBeZy. 15 seconds remaining. Rotation already underway for Boulevard, and Assault's there first. The kill's going to be going through. There's a 10-second to be had here for LAG, and they're going to get it. Paris are being stunned so far on Moscow.
This is just what teamwork on point. I mean, aBeZy just shooting players to the back. He's on a 6 spree. He's making this look easy. And one more, he's gonna be able to pick up the streak. Doesn't have help, but the help is something he does not need. At least he's able to get that artillery before he falls. And more importantly, this is what, basically 3 rotations in a row. Guerrillas are effectively winning. Getting to the hill first. This is a ridiculous scoreline, excuse me, right now to start this game.
Unbelievable start. Well, I would love to go for a quick listen in and see how the comms of the Guerrillas are going. We've got some Sheen fans in the chat. Let's hear the man on the pipes. Time for an Astro Gaming listen in with the Los Angeles Guerrillas.
Half health, one guy still hill.
On my right. On the fence.
One hit through.
On fence, drop hurt. He's still on cars. Yeah, give me a second for our bus. Give me a second if we can. Save that artillery for P3. I'm going to SP. Yeah, Jonathan, give me a second. Office window, no. He went off. He dropped office.
He went office. And one
just holding dead.
A shot, one guy gold still.
Nick one shot. I got pinch cut. There's 2 old. Donnie, 2 old. Both one shot.
Yeah, I'm taking a route through.
Yeah,
try to push through.
They both went in office, guys.
I'm
slow playing hallway. One could be gold at me.
I'm waiting for you guys to engage. Waiting for you guys. He hit me with a stun
front.
Yeah.
There was hallway, Nick dead. Yeah, there was one more. Donnie was there too.
Yeah, he probably won't take it. He's under. He's slide across. He's gonna take a side.
Gold, Donnie. I'll take a ticket. I'm going hallway quick. Hold hit by Nick. I've got your ticket. I'm holding hallway. I'm trying to wrap. Donnie's still there.
Ticket is dead.
Donnie hallway dead.
I'm
right. Pre-mint ticket. Yeah, I'm pre-mint. Nick stood out. Nick dead. I
got fire apply. Need it.
I'm straight. Stay on the hill.
I died. Yeah, I'm going.
I'm behind straight.
You want to double?
I'm straight trapped. I'm behind him. I'm going entire ticket. Retreat, Donnie. Go. Last one, Yuli.
You going fly. He's on me.
Nice, turn. I have straight. Where are they spawning?
I got time.
Hold me. I have your right. I have all straight. Looking at your right, Justin.
Got you. Hit.
I mean, Miles, what more could you ask for? I mean, getting the breaks on P1, flipping spawns when they want, 110-point lead so far after the first set of rotations. It's interesting to me. Everyone has been so hypercritical of this roster change, and granted, I don't want to be hot takey in the middle of the first hard point, but I don't know if anyone's given like true credence to the argument of why they did it, right? There is a massive disconnect between the players they had on their team. They're trying to identify the team problem rather than any specific player problem, and well, they make the adjustment to see what happens. Obviously, their entire focus is on the teamwork, and well, we are getting a bevy of that so far. Now, of course, on the flip side of Paris, hey, they got a little bit of fight in them, starting to work on this comeback, and maybe Skrapz a big reason why, starting to heat up just a little bit on a 4 spree.
4 spree indeed. Paris Legion fashionably late to this matchup, and they are slowly getting themselves back into this one. Rotation's already underway, but look, aBeZy, sneaky man. Here comes the play, up over the top. Will he be able to get any more of this one? His teammates have now made their way forward. Artillery is going to soften up the defense. Oh, does he make anything of it? No, the kills come through. That could be great. forcing those players inside. Oh no, Silly's going to be the one to fall to the artillery strike. So now Cheen has to do this basically alone right now. Assault's going to be right behind him, take it all back. Will they be able to do anything to break the point here? Paris in on the spot. Are they going to find a couple of kills? Cheen still making the run work, and that is good stuff out of Guerrillas. They will hold. aBeZy finds another kill. Great stuff all round. Good information passed. Guerrillas, got a little scary there, mate, but Fountain's all theirs.
I mean, that honestly just shows off a little bit the importance of just staying alive in the back, right? You team kill with the artillery. You don't win the initial gunfights on the players pushing the library, but I think it was Assault that just stays alive in the back, either him or Chino, and they just get the other AR those spawns. So, hey, just playing safe, staying alive, and taking your time can have massive benefits. And, well, again, still just hovering around that 100-point margin. Granted, for Paris, they do have control of the early hill, at least initially. They got a player posted up in gold, but they're just getting chopped down one by one. The Paris dominoes are falling, and Guerrillas starting to swarm on the new hill.
It looking strong so far. This aBeZy wins a big one. 5 in a row, 20 and 10 in the match so far. Waiting for the rest of the squad to make their way forward. We heard the comms and the listening. Again, very, very well concerted effort from the LAG players to work together. You can hear the teamwork. So aBeZy making this run continue. That's 6 in a row. Teammates are going to clear out the front of the street. Now Assault from behind. That's an open boulevard for now. It's going to go all the way for the LAG players. Spawns now for Paris on the left-hand side in the back. Assault's made sure of that. Guns are going to be up. Will Silly make the read here? Do they know the spawns are coming in from behind? This could be a big surprise for LAG. And Classic, whoa, he gets the first. Uck was there, Skrapz as well. It's almost a clean break. Assault now fighting from the front. Still has control of the hard point chance. And oh boy, what an interesting set of plays this is.
Interesting set of plays indeed. Temp maybe softens up the next push a little bit. He's able to pick up 2, and that's going to slow the Guerrillas down. But, I mean, slow is simply just their pace. This is what they're perfectly happy to have. And even for their rotations, they're going to be in the new hill first. They just have a massive lead. It would be, I don't know, a miracle, I would say, for Paris to start being able to make this comeback, especially when aBeZy is shooting like this. 23 and 14 to his name. And, of course, Assault matching him 28 and 13 as well. I mean, a hell of a game number 1 for these guys to kick off with the new roster. And, well, even looking at the map control that they have, they are just in such a good spot for this next hill or two.
And Paris have got a lot of work to do. Not only get them off this point, but also fight for the next one. Just over the 100-point mark for them, which is still good for now. There's 30 seconds remaining on this point. A good contest, but there it is. The final few members of Paris fall. LAG now in a spot to take this one home. Temps on the flank. Nice bit of timing. Does manage to find one. As he secures spawns for now, I don't think so. You're still going to see LAG members spawning on the right-hand side of the map. Tempo fighting for his life here on point. Still trying to deal that damage, but he is in trouble. Here comes the squad. The rest of the reinforcements making their way in. They do have mid-map control. They're going to get the hard point for now. And Temp's still going, baby. 3 in a row. They do have back control chance. This game is not over yet.
I mean, there you go. Good plays from Temp, right? Goes on the flank, makes sure he reads when the players spawn up behind him. Then he works with his team to get the kills. Get that clean 4-man wipe, and actually a ton of map pressure as well. You got Skrapz potentially going on a late flank. He's going to double back to mid, but quite a few kills going their way. See Assault just going for the hover with the cruise missile just to slow all of these players down. And while he was doing that, his teammates completely took over green control. Fortunately for them, power position still in the hand of Temp. He still has not died on this spree, and this is one hell of a good hold from Paris. Of course, you gotta think they got quite a few more of these they need to get through.
Oh, Temp was the leg of the table holding that one all up, and as soon as he dipped, plates came crashing down. Assault finally stopped in his tracks there, but again, a good hold from Paris. 15 seconds remaining. You've managed to keep the Guerrillas off the last 2 hard points quite well. Now you've got to do it all over again, towards the fountain. And look at that mini-map. So far, it is all LAG. Full control of the map. They're in the right places where they want to be, and aBeZy wins another big one. 26 and 16 overall. Gene's got the middle locked down. This is a death trap. And the LAG players are now going to reap the rewards of this time. Here comes the streaks from Assault. And oh boy, mate, there's not a whole lot Paris can do. Final 10 for the win. This looks to be it. aBeZy just keeps on finding these kills. There's another one to Temp in the back line. Gene getting involved. LAG with a big stamp on map number 1.
Big stamp indeed, and I mean, that is just a tale of 2 different teams. How many kills in gunfights did we see from the side of Guerrillas where they're just shooting players on Paris in the back, where like aBeZy picks up 1 kill, runs away, plays his life, and whoever from Paris goes red dot chasing, looking for those next kills, get shot in the back by Chino. Just the teamwork was outstanding through and through, and well, for Paris, that has been their struggle anytime they're taking these one-on-one trials. If they're not winning them, they're getting slaughtered in game. But hey, so far in the CDL for 2021, Chino, perfect, as frankly as I would expect.
Wow.
Love Chino.
Chance, you're a big fan. There's no doubt about it. Unbelievable
Massive
stuff. Unbelievable stuff to start the series off. And again, I think for a lot of people, we're expecting maybe not as well-rounded gameplay, quite frankly. Quick look at the stats so far from the first hard point there on Moscow. And look at the sprees from LAG. Assault went on an 8 spree, aBeZy on a 7. Sheen managed to get 4 involved. And Silly, well, we can't all be champions. 2, though, for him. Not a bit of bad work all round, though, as the entire squad looking fine indeed. Now, Chance, we do have a little look at our USAA coverage moment in just a brief second, and it's going to be aBeZy, who was quite frankly covering his boys very, very well. I mean, it was streaks at one point, you know, it was like breaking the hard point from the back. I mean, aBeZy certainly did it all today. It was a wonderful start there from Donkey Kong himself, absolutely getting donked on. You got monkeyed by the LA Guerrillas, I think is already on Reddit, but I could be calling that one a little too soon, mate.
And I will say, even that little moment right there, right? Takes his time, waits for the challenge, like after his health regens. All of these small little details in gameplay, aBeZy does so incredibly well. One of the better performances for map number 1.
Yep, and that's why he's everyone's dad right now. Brilliant stuff from aBeZy. Map number 1 is in the books. We're going to stay on Moscow as we come back after this quick commercial break to get involved in the search and destroy. Don't go anywhere, friends. More Call of Duty League action coming your way.
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. The Call of Duty League is presented by Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the London Royal Ravens home series. And look at that dreary, lovely shot of London. A little bit of rain, never killed anyone, unless you're, of course, made of sugar. We are now getting into map number 2, Search and Destroy on Moscow, coming up in just a brief moment. But Chance, you're a big fan of the man Money Sheen himself. He had a nice start to map 1. Again, we're talking an influential start to his time here with the Los Angeles Guerrillas on the main squad.
And I mean, Gamer 1, he was just hanging out doing his thing, right? 23 and 19, nice little KDs throwing up, but he is one of the ultimate players that just brings the intangibles, right? Anything you could possibly want in a teammate, he is going to deliver. Been competing for a very long time. He got subbed in last year, right, at different times with like OGLA, but I would say, obviously, you could talk about the standout moments of his career is obviously in World War II, but I just think he might honestly be, he's just a super interesting player to bring on this roster, right? Like as a 1-for-1 for him replacing Vivid makes literally no sense in the slightest, but then you got Silly that's making the adjustment to that role. So I could see the potential, I could see the idea. It just having Chino back again, it just warms my soul. Easily one of the most wholesome players in the league.
It is interesting as a 1-for-1 trade. That's what everyone is comparing, but I mean, it is not an easy thing to put together these squads, you know, just because, you know, your 4 favorite players in the world are, you know, on the same team does not make it work out. Look at Seattle last year. I mean, that arguably on paper, one of the most dangerous teams imaginable, but it did not deliver. Gene so far having a wonderful impact on the team. We'll see if they can continue the success through the search and destroy now. Will Paris be able to make the comeback? Because again, we've seen some magic on the map from him, many times when it comes to Moscow. Map number 2 now. Almost ready to get straight into this. Chance, any early predictions for this one? Who are you leaning towards?
I mean, after what we just saw from map number 1, after the search and destroy performance we saw from Paris yesterday, I'm definitely leaning towards the Guerrillas, right? It is a slow, methodical map. Teamwork is going to be of the utmost importance, and, well, Guerrillas might potentially have that in spades. Yeah, Paris right now looks like a potential double stat mid, even with the bomb, but I think they're just going to be taking this slow, trying to play for picks, and you see already the call coming through. Potentially a full flank as well for Aqua as the bomb moving over towards A.
You might be able to catch something there. The 3-man now pushing in towards the A-bomb site. Machine there by the backside of bricks. Slight exchange of utility and shots there. Classic attempt made their way forward. Got to be careful though, because Sheen's out and about. Skrapz going to keep him pinned down. Is he able to get the kill? No, Silly's going to be there to cover it. Skrapz will finish his food. Sheen will take a dive there. It's 3-3 right now. Skrapz going to find another one. Great job from Paris on the offense. Silly finally dropped as Temp gets involved, and now it's a 3v1. Assault, last player left up. He's going to get here a little late. The timing might be great. It looks like the bomb's going to go all the way around to B. Assault, if he gets on his horse and really goes for this, he might catch those players on rotation. Skrapz has got the rear guard covered. Here we go, Assault. Your number's up. Paris Legion with a nice start here to the search and destroy.
And that's a perfect round, honestly. That just highlights the importance of this, like, outer bricks control, right? Even though they got the first bloods, as soon as you get that opening just to slide over and use this head glitch, it doesn't matter how perfectly aBeZy times that flank. That gunfight, Skrapz is going to win 99 times out of 100, unless you completely catch him off guard. So just about getting that power position. And, well, Skrapz, fantastic first round, 3-0. Even the read he had towards the end, watching the flank, expecting Assault to wrap through. Just solid stuff in that early round, but now, of course, there's the call. Guerrillas with the opportunity for the response.
It was a nice 3 to start the one off there from Skrapz. aBeZy, we talked about a more slow, methodical team, and we're seeing it. Everyone sprints forwards and then, or even a skirt, pump those brakes, guns are up. Trying to see exactly where these players are coming from. But you can see right now, LAG starting to move that bomb over towards the B-bomb site. Aqua's in trouble, though. He has no idea that street is wide open. Here comes the crossfire from Assault. Managing to get 1 kill out of that one. Aqua will live to fight another day. He'll go back over towards B now. Try to soften themselves up for the defense, but big play from LAG. They get the damage over by B. They move the bomb towards A, and it's on Temp. It's a 4-man hit. He's the only one there for now. Skrapz is getting his way forward, but, oh, Temp, he almost managed to catch that player by Fountain. Here comes the shots. It's a quick and immediate trade. Skrapz trying to get involved there from the inside of white. aBeZy going to lead the way with his assault rifle. Oh, sorry, with the SMG, and you see Silly at the back there. I mean, honestly, Chance, nice bit of work there from both teams. 3v2 now, 30 seconds remaining. Aqua finds 1. 2v2, 2v1. Skrapz, last player left alive.
I mean, Aqua finds 1 and then just immediately commits to a gunfight, so puts Skrapz in a bit of a tough spot, but time is on his side, right? Only 15 seconds left. They know he has to go for the bomb, catches 1 player. Gets out of dodge, and the read on point, but the gunny too strong. I think that was Chino as well from the Guerrillas. Talk about the hero for the team, a gunfight he should never win, but he gets the job done. What a first round from LAG.
That was very cash money, Cheen. What a win. I thought, okay, Skrapz is going to be shaking his head at that one. Not a gunfight he should have lost, yeah, I mean, these little circles tell you, man was not comfortable in that moment. Let's see if we can't find a bit of a rebound there from Paris Legion. They did almost everything right in that round. aBeZy now straight in towards the middle of the map. Eyes are up. Flash check should give him some info. There you go. You know they're coming through. Not sure how many players just yet, but Classic's going to commit first forward. Them unable to get the trade. That's a nice pick. Them's got eyes on Assault there. He doesn't quite know if aBeZy's down low as well. Silly on the flank. What a pinch this is from LAG. A devastating response is 3v2. Skrapz and Aqua, they are nowhere near this fight. Gonna back on up slowly, but oh no, Aqua's going in. He's going in. Rightfully so. A nice kill goes his way. Skrapz still holding towards A Chance.
You got Assault just staring straight over. Aqua's feet not quite peeking out, but now he's going to be a little bit weak. And, well, Assault knows you can wall bang that and even spots out Skrapz over towards Eskies. And, well, you see the response from Chino. They might have the information of where Skrapz is coming from, but Chino, he's not taking any difficult gunfights. He's setting up on a head glitch, and he's playing around his teammates. And for Skrapz. The timing might just work out. Free kill number 1. Knows the next player's there. Going for the second challenge, but can't get it done. All of these rounds, basically coming down to Skrapz and that final gunfight. But Assault clutching up in that round. Chino the round before, and Aqua, well, hell of an attempt. This is not an easy gunfight to win in the slightest, but takes Silly down, even stays alive, but it wasn't enough in the end.
Another tough round for Skrapz. Another 2v1. He was unable to finish. Keeping the kills up though. Again, 5-2. Classic really yet to get involved, but he's been that first man in, and he's been struggling somewhat at the might of LAG so far. But 2-1, it's tight nonetheless. Here we go. LAG on offense, bomb in hand. See where Assault's going to take this one. Looks like a Boulevard hit, but again, you've got that defense once again from Paris Legion. 2A, 2 through mid. Aqua slithering his way over there by the half wall, just keeping eyes on those players coming through the street, and here they come. aBeZy's in first. Oh, it caught Classic. Classic will, though, get on the board. Nice shots. The first blood will go his way, 3v3.
I mean, even still, yeah, trades are there, right? That's just the teamwork element, knowing your teammates are going to be there. So aBeZy only taking challenges that he knows if he doesn't win, someone is going to be there as the cleanup crew. And still just a massive map spread, I'd say, unfortunately for the Guerrillas. They don't have any information anymore at all. They might have been able to clear out Plaid, but they don't know where these players are going to be stacked up. Sheen, at best, knows that Skrapz is outer. But still a bit of guesswork coming through as you can see this bomb starting to wrap its way towards A.
Here it comes. Once again, it's going to be Temp, that first line of defense. Here comes Silly. Then easy reads. Temp can't quite get the second. Nice shot still. 2v2. Here comes Sheen. 1v1 against Skrapz. Takes his head clean off. And Assault gets Aqua as well. They win their ones. They win the round. LAG 3-1.
And again, just to highlight the teamwork, right? That first blood comes through. aBeZy goes for a challenge, doesn't get it, but the trades are there. This time, it's Silly saying, hey, we're running out of time. We know there's a player over towards Brick, so I can expect that gunfight, but as long as I go for the long slide, it is going to drag whatever player's aim so far away from my teammate. The double kill is going to be tricky, and admittedly, it gets spicy, but Assault's there for the trades. They get the job done, and maybe more importantly, Chino, just the gunny over towards outer Bricks. He's been on point. What more can you say?
Not a whole lot more to wax lyrical about a man who's not missing shots right now in nice situations. But here we go. Heavy A hit from Paris Legion. They're all in. Chips are on the table, and here they go. aBeZy's up, finds one. Can't get away with his life. The trades are there. Sheen gets involved as well. Takes care of Temp. And here we go. Skrapz once again in a tough spot, but it's a 2v2 right now. Can he take care of his nemesis? On the other side of the bricks right now, Sheen has had his number a few times, but they will go back and forth. Sheen's going to get Aqua now in the reposition, and Skrapz is chilling. He's chilling in this corner. It's another 2v1. For the third time, be the charm for Matty Marshall. Eyes on Assault. Tags are there. Able to get the kill. He's committing to it, and no, once again, the Guerrillas have it. It is 4-1. The Skrapz is 0-3 in the 2v1 count.
And even towards the end, it's just smart plays, right? Like Chino gets this just initial kill after his teammate dies for the slide out, so that's going to be a trade. But even just the knowledge from Chino would be like, hey, this part of the map is open. My teammate just died in white. As long as I just focus on the front, I'm not expecting to get flanked. I'm going to hear this player if he's coming. If I don't make a mistake here, I just need to buy my teammate a little bit of time. And, well, job well done. That's a 4 spree for him and a 4 spree for Assault as well. And obviously, 4 rounds in a row.
4 clean ones. Can Aqua find something tagged up? I wonder if the Guerrillas will push forward with that. Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. In through the B window, they'll go in just a brief moment. It's going to be Aqua, though, watching the backside of the street. His job is to take care of Sheen. aBeZy looks left, looks right, checks the corners. Make sure the stove is off. Home sweet home for now, but here we go. That bomb going to go down. You can see Paris Legion lining up on the outside. Temp on the inside, though, does get the kill. Quick recovery with the bomb, not a chance. Silly will get the trade. Classic now on the outside of Laundry, and he has just filled his britches. Heavy tags, but will not go down. Aqua from behind, and it's a 3v1. There's no way. There's no way Paris can lose the round. Surely here, chance. 35 on the clock. Sheen in a 1v3.
Oh, they're going hunting as well. Yeah, no room for him to make a play. They take him down instantly, and I'll say that is basically just comes down to Temp winning that first blood engagement, taking down aBeZy, right? aBeZy hears a mantle over the window, thinks he has a free kill, but Temp geared up and ready to go. Reaction time on point. We talk about potential untradeable kills. Well, you see the attempt. It takes an overcommitment to take Temp down after that. And gives them that clean man advantage that pairs do not waste away. It was 4 rounds in a row Guerrillas were able to get. They had quite a bit of momentum. Pairs, though, potentially going to be working on this comeback. Being down 4-2 is not the end of the world, but you got to think probably a must-win round on this 4-2 swing.
There we go. Ooh, assault from the outside of the street there catches Aqua on the transition. Apathy over by B, holding this one tight, but the bomb's making its way in towards A. That's where Cellium and Cheen come in. The dream team right now. They've held this site a few times. They've managed to win some nice 2v1 situations. Cheen catches Skrapz, out and about. Clasic's up next. Temp, though, has managed to swing past the bomb site. Nice pinch from Classic. Silly there, though. Great angles covered there by iLLeY. 3v1 now for Temp. It's not going to be an easy one. See what he can do. Tags are up. It's not going to be quite enough. Here comes iLLeY. They are swinging for him. Not going to let him even get away. Temp gets gunned down on the retreat, and that's map point chance. This is to take the series 2-0. 1 more rounds. All iLLeY need.
I mean, this is map point. This is also somewhat of just like suffocating gameplay, right? Like even most of the first bloods, with the exception of the Temp one from like 2 rounds ago, if pairs are getting the first bloods, they're getting traded out instantly and like whatever. It's a 3v3, no big deal. The first bloods that Guerrillas are getting are basically just winning you the round, giving you the man advantage, and making sure you always have a man up to cover every possible angle. So almost perfectly mistake-free gameplay right now from the Guerrillas. And well, a map spread once again, baiting out for some information. And we've seen the situation once. I'd say every single time the Guerrillas have eventually wrapped through mid to A, they end up winning the round. The one attempt they've had at B, they did get stuffed. See what kind of adjustments they try to make, or they want to try to run it back at B once again.
It's a 2-2 split. Aqua's over here by the boulevard once again. Nice spot to be in. E versus Assault in just a brief moment. Got to watch out for aBeZy, though. He's made his way already through the inside of the apartments. He's on that B bomb. Skrapz is covering these players, and he's coming through mid, and Assault is just showing us angles right now. A lot of angles to be spotted here in the street. Has he seen Aqua? Can he see him from there? I mean, they saw each other. They've seen each other. The shots are in. And this is tense. 30 seconds remaining, Chance.
And you also have, again, just the mid-map battle, right? You had Silly just hanging out mid-map this entire time, and Temp has to fight the entire team at the same time. Does his job, though, at least takes down 1. And you got, what, number 5 on the minimap wrapping back for pairs, but it's only going to be 2 players nearby. A couple shots come through. Classic gets hunted, and the trades are not there. The teamwork is not there, and Aqua in a 1v3 needs the hero play that he does not get in a dominant map 2 performance. Guerrillas very happy to be playing on Moscow.
It was not there for Paris, and honestly, iLLeY, a well-oiled machine. Cheen at the wheel in this one. A lot of kills going his way. Clutch round wins. A wonderful look there from iLLeY. They will take map number 2, and lo and behold, my pick'ems are being slaughtered. 1 round at a time. Paris have not really shown up just yet in this series, but my word, Money Cheen's got to be loving life right now. A big smile on his face. The squad is looking fine. And that search and destroy chance, that was a methodical one indeed.
I mean, it's about as good as it gets, and now keep in mind for map 3, we're going to a raid control, where control has been an issue for Guerrillas, but not on that map. They're 3-1 on raid, and well, Pairs Legion let it through. Admittedly, both teams with somewhat of a fresh roster, so who knows, maybe throw the map records out the window. But certainly after those first 2 maps, Guerrillas have to be on a high note, feeling very good about their performance, because basically clean across the board. Everybody was putting in work, especially Money Cheen. You know, a couple of those gunfight wins against Skrapz, winning a round that maybe they shouldn't have. Gets the job done, keep that momentum, wind fully in their sails.
Speaking of Cheen, he is our tactical play. We're going to go to round 2 for our US Army tactical play. Cheen leading the kills in this lobby, and he's going to be winning hearts and minds here. This is your US Army tactical play chance, round 2. Big stuff out of Cheen. Welcome to the squad. You know, iLLeY, this is quite the turnaround for him.
And I'm very glad we actually get to watch this round back purely just for the gunfight at the end, right? I think this is one where Skrapz, I don't know if he stopped shooting, got bad timing, tried to run with the gunfight. Whatever it was, it certainly did not look pretty, but maybe just unfortunate, or maybe Chino just genuinely did bring the gunny. But this is just a round that gets played just by the time, right? Another situation where Temp is getting swarmed. He does his job by at least taking down 1 player before he's going to fall. And it's sort of the same story, right? Aqua then goes to make that last-ditch effort attempt. They have the man disadvantage, but he takes another player down, but he falls. Now Skrapz is in a spot where time is ticking. They haven't planted the bomb yet. You know it's on your side. He gets that next opportunity to make that sort of hero play. And I mean, I tell you, he did get close. Catches the first player for free, but and Chino, just the issue. Just missed shots, I guess, man. I don't know. Uncharacteristic from Skrapz. I know he's going to want that back, but Chino, he was certainly happy to take it from him.
Oh, here we go. One more map in the series all the Guerrillas need. It's going to be a raid control. More Call of Duty when we come back, friends. You don't want to miss it.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by GameFuel. Unlock a CDL team pack with any purchase on gamefuel.com/CDL while supplies last. Offer ends on April 25th. Tournament audio and team listenings are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by Zenny, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armour your eyes with Zenny Block's blue light protection glasses by visiting zenny.com/gaming.
We should be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. We are almost into map number 3, but Chance, let's touch upon these team changes. It seems to be one of the things we talk about the most here in the league, whether it's Dallas Empire benching Hook or, Temp coming in for Fire, even now Sheen making his way onto the squad in place of Vivid. But let's talk about Temp, mate. I mean, he and Fire, very, very different players. Again, they've had their own impacts in the game in their own way, but give me some high-level thoughts on the pair of them.
Well, this is sort of like the classical way of thinking in Call of Duty, right? Like Fire, like pre-patch and post-patch was a different player, right? Like stage 1, he was looking fantastic. Stage 2, absolutely a drop-off. So the classical way of thinking in COD is you take the player underperforming the most on your team and you try to replace him with someone you think is more talented. Temp absolutely does fit that bill, at least conceptually, but it doesn't really seem to have addressed like the core issues with the team overall, right? Like it's just times where it looks like their teamwork. They're just playing like a team built in like money 8s. So it has certainly been a struggle for them, and even just looking at the stats, like Temp, again, maybe it has more of a, I don't know, not a repertoire, but like a bigger resume, I would say, compared to Fire, but it is certainly not shown quite yet on the team. And of course, well, on the flip side, I mean, you know, you got Chino throwing up Bance numbers right now in this series. He's got a 1.43 so far, and granted, it's just the first 2 maps, and honestly, the thing about those 2 maps, it seems like it would be great ones for the Guerrillas anyway. I think Paris maybe got a little bit baited by like that Moscow hardpoint record, because Guerrillas were 0-3 on that map coming into the series, so it doesn't look great. But if you're just thinking about the players they have on the team, you have to imagine Moscow would be their bread and butter. But now we go on to an old school map, the Raid Control.
Raid Control now. Map number 3 here in this series. Again, Los Angeles Guerrillas a win here. We'll see the series come to a close. But for Paris, could well truly be the beginning of the reverse sweep. But only time will tell. What a surprise, mate. I know a lot of Guerrillas fans are out there. I'm getting tweets about memes and all sorts of good stuff. But I'm truly surprised. Again, what we heard about this squad and the difference practice can make. And you shouldn't always take those scrim results at face value.
Yeah, and again, like if Paris are making sort of that like classical thinking for the roster change, if anything, Guerrillas did the complete opposite, right? Like dropped arguably their best player on the team and replaced him with a player from Challengers. That it's not even 1-for-1 trade, right? You're replacing a hyper-aggressive SMG with a slower AR, so it's certainly not the classical way of thinking. And obviously, we don't want to hot take it too much, or at least I don't. It's only one series. Paris has been underperforming, but Girls have certainly looked great, but maybe Temp looks great now, heating up just a little bit, able to start out 3-0.
These girls just want to have fun. And right now, that is just that. Temp's moving from start to finish. I mean, the play from A. A's gone now, by the way. Just a quick check in there as Temp keeps rolling. That's 5. Almost, sorry. I jinxed it. He was on 4, and then happily finds a 2 at the back. I was like, oh, come on, he's going to do this. But what a start it has been from Paris here on Raid Control. A-zone's gone, baby. Apathy now still trying to find his players in kitchen. Great job there from Paris. They're going to jump him. Being able to get something off a spawn. Oh, Cheen, what a stick! That's a lovely 2-piece from him. What an absolute treat to behold. And there you go. Kitchen control back in the hands of LAG. They've got the steps clear now as well. Time to push forward.
And that's honestly just unfortunate. That's a moment where I'm like, all right, like I need Classic to work with his teammates. He's here with Aqua, and it gets shut down immediately. Bedroom control, there's still a fight over it. Silly still causing problems. Temp, though, there for the trades. Bedroom control has been dealt with, but now even players coming off spawn got to deal with Apathy. He gets taken down. Nice gunfight there from Aqua. It looks like the opening is here. Chino, the last man standing. Teamwork on point from Paris. They break their way through to the point. Now they just got 3 ticks of actual capture time to go.
Oh, see if they can get it done. Cheen, one of his little parting gifts there was to take care of the trophy systems before dying there. Classic, whoa! Almost able to get the pair of them. That would have been a nice bit of work, but still, you got the map presence now as Aqua's fighting tooth and nail to maintain it. Here come the remaining members of Paris Legion. The reinforcements are on their way. Minute 15 left on the clock. They're winding up for the punch. Aqua's going to be first on in. Skrapz to his immediate left, Classic on the right, and here comes the play. We're going to have one player in, and you've got Temp on the Temp's in the middle of the map trying to play for kitchen. Is he able to get much? The B zone is starting to fall, and it is Assault getting the job done. The kills go their way, and Guerrillas will hold once again. Chance under a minute remaining now.
And I'm pretty sure Paris knew that Assault was like in the back, but Classic just sort of full sends it. He's going to get thrown away. Neither AR in any sort of position to get the trade, and well, that's an offensive push that does get stuffed. Now you lose bed control once again, and maybe these players trying to fight through mid, but Chino's ready for it. His headset's cranked, and the teamwork there, at least initially. Aqua, the last one alive, though, he does get dealt with, and still that bed control, the ever-present problem. Assault's still here trying to slow these players down, and I don't even know where Chino was to win that gunfight, but again, every single kill the Guerrillas get, there is someone nearby for the trades at any given moment.
20 seconds remaining. No lives left now for LAG. 5 remaining for Paris. Assault, he goes down. We'll see you in the next round. 3 remaining now. 10 seconds on the clock. Classic may be able to make his play over towards that B zone. They could go for the kills as well, though. Gene, he goes down. Silly, last player left alive. Fighting for his life. No lives left, but they are going to get on the point. And now Silly has got to win a 1v3, and Temp's going to get it done. Paris Legion, blood, sweat, and tears to get them that round win, but they get it in the end.
And that was honestly, I was paying too much attention to the teamwork, not enough to the actual kills department. Didn't even realize how much the Guerrillas were down by, but that is solid stuff, right? They were just pushing the pace, even though they had a couple pushes over towards, or A, excuse me, they did get stuffed. A always able to fight back. Classic able to take the long routes, eventually going to be able to break through. And Paris maybe just off the opening break. I think they went up 25-20 on lives very early on and made sure they did not quite lose that. Of course, Temp, by the way, nice start as well. 12-6 to his name. Definitely followed through on the 4-0 start that he had.
I was going to say the opening break that Paris brought in that first round. Love to watch that one back again. They had a nice success towards A, and the same's going to be had here now for the Guerrillas. They're in. Røkkr will get that first blood. He's still going to be capturing the A point now for LAG. Gene on the flank. Eyes are up. Shots into the two of these players. You can see now Temp. He is out and about, looking to get the job done. Silly has no idea he's behind him. And here comes Temp. A bit of work slowing these players down, trying to make sure reinforcements don't get involved. You know, you can't even get aBeZy onto the B site just yet. Temp's still out and about, man. Temp is a nuisance right now. You have to deal with him. He's forcing you to make the play, and aBeZy's finally going to get the kill. Meanwhile, A zone still being captured. Chance, and that is just about done. 26-25 in the life count. LAG with the lead.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that plays out, right? Like, you even think that they should have the information that Temp got through because Chino did spot him, but just makes the play with that hyper aggression coming through. And, well, bed control firmly in the grasp of Paris, and they might actually be making a flank through mid, but aBeZy potentially reading it. Meanwhile, through kitchen are the rest of the Guerrillas. But if they try to flood around back, Temp and Skrapz, I mean, this is a nearly unbreakable setup, especially when their spawner comes for the help. And, well, unbreakable is true. Last player in Guerrillas is going to fall. That is a nice and clean wipe. And, well, Classic, he's been set up for the spawn kills that entire time. Takes 2 down with them. And Paris off that little play, well, they're going to have about a 3-life lead.
Decent bit of a 3-life lead. Skrapz the Diamati in kitchen getting the job done. Now he's bottom bedroom. He's throwing shoulders. You might have just seen him in there for a brief second. Temp upstairs in the bedroom, though. Taking care of business. This is a lovely hold out of Paris right now. Imagine O-line, if you will, which ironically was a failure, but there you go. Temp's going to take care of that. 15-7 overall. aBeZy 7-13. Not what we expected out of him. Whoa, Temp skins him alive once again. Can Assault hold this one? Here come the push from Paris. Classic's going to manage to get out of that one, and over towards the B zone we go once again. Silly first in, and Classic gets another. Paris Chance looking solid on defense as well. Minute left on the clock.
Yeah, this is just a complete turnaround from the first 2 maps, right? Because, like, finally there was clearance on the hill. They get that bedroom control, and there's a little bit of room to breathe, but seemingly just not able to win a single gunfight. The nade's going to help him out with that one, though. There's the clean 4-man wipe, but the basketball spawns at least for 1 player. There's a lot of pressure on Aqua, and he gets taken down immediately. Everyone else has to flood through laundry.
Oh, here comes the flood. See the sky cam there. Many players now making their way in. Salt in the back corner. Progress at B. Here comes Temp, first in, does manage to get the kill. Immediate trades though, Silly still alive. Skrapz in from behind, Silly managed to get 1 more before being brought down, but that is that. Paris will make the zone safe. 3 members now making their way through kitchen. There is 35 seconds remaining. 1 final shot of this one for the Guerrillas, otherwise Paris has gone up 2-0 in the rounds.
Nice read there from Assault as well, by the way. Flood from laundry, not flood to laundry, but hey, 3-man wipe. Now Skrapz again. You talk about the lone man potentially in basketball. 2 ticks of aggression already through. Looks like a couple of trades coming on, but this is actually going quick. You got to get inside, and Aqua makes the play. He's able to pick up 2, and Temp gets the 3rd. No respawns remaining. Almost potentially for either team, but this is going to be a 3v5. 10 seconds left. Guerrillas, good luck, have fun. It is a mad dash to the point.
It's a mad dash, and they may be able to make it happen. Here goes aBeZy. His teammates are getting beamed around him. Temp gets 2. Classic on the last one. And wow, Paris have sprung to life. 2 great rounds back to back. Individual plays, man. Classic. It's like trying to hit a shadow right now. Like, he is flying. Shots are on point. He's not losing gunfights, and he is just everywhere right now for Paris. Great stuff. 1 more is all they need. Sorry, brother.
More indeed.
It carried away.
No, for good reason. I mean, it's good plays right now, but keep in mind for like Classic, they need to play connected. That play where he got the best play, that was a full flank from bedroom all the way through mid-map. So again, the playmaker on the team always needs to be connected with the teammates. That is a perfect highlight of much better teamwork from Paris. But honestly, they had what, like 2 swarms on the B point, like back-to-back on the defensive rounds where, I mean, they just completely take over and dominate in the feed at the very least. Of course, for this opening breaks, it looks like Silly with the QBZ able to pick up 2, and that is a stuffed push over towards A, and aBeZy already knows he needs to be the cutoff man. Drags at least 1 player to the grave with him, and Skrapz, he's just winning the big gunfights.
Yeah, this is a 74 Yahoo!
Oh
Matty Marshall! He missed a couple of shots on Moscow, and he is not forgetting it. He's like, I am not having another performance like that, mate. 3 in a row from him. That's 13 and 15 overall. These are some decisive kills. Number 4. And oh boy, he is playing out of his mind right now. Go on, Assault. Do you think you are man enough to take down Matty? Not a chance. That's 5 in a row. What a spree this is.
That is insane gunfight IQ as well. Knows exactly when it needs to challenge Assault. Goes for the perfect rechild as well. You only have 1 body on the actual point right now, but if Skrapz is the cutoff man, you might be feeling pretty safe. He does get forced to get back down, but his teammates are here in support, and honestly, he's definitely thinking about these score streaks right now. Just needs another 2 kills to his name, but the teamwork from Guerrillas, the double challenge on point, B zone successfully defended. And well, Silly, he's on the flip side of the map trying to defend A, does get dealt with, and this might be a moment for the Guerrillas where might have to chalk up that point and just try to hold strong defending B.
Paris really springing to life. Skrapz, man, what a spree that was. Immaculate teamwork to bring him down in the end. Temp Classic all over the A zone. That should be done in just a brief moment. Aqua's got the flank covered, and Skrapz has got mid-map all sorted. Now, points gone. Minute 43 on the clock to work with. Here comes Temp and Skrapz through the kitchen. Sous Chef and the head chef, and they are cooking up a storm right now. That's 1:35 on the clock, and they have got almost full control. The pinch is now on. Gene off spawn. Just about gets it done there with the Krig, I believe. Not the gunfight that Temp wanted, but he almost won it. Here we go. LAG managed to escape from the trap for now, and Paris playing this very slow chance.
Oh, that's an interesting stack as well. I was going to say, you stack like that, you're fearful of being double killed. They do get dropped, but Chino and aBeZy, the next 2 players in line. Keep in mind, a full flank is being developed by Temp, but Assault is there for the read, and it looks like quite a few kills going down. Skrapz now thinking about pushing through ring, and well, his entire team is there with him, but Guerrillas starting to readjust, preparing for this exact thing.
3-man push towards the backside of Laundry, and here they come. aBeZy in the jungle will be dropped. Classic and Aqua find their kills, manage to get in the kitchen, but Cheen's there as well. Heavily tagged, can Cheen get away? aBeZy on spawn, and it is back and forth we go, but you do have Paris on the point. They're going to start the capture now, looking to get the stack now underway to get the cap done even quicker, and it's Skrapz once again from back basketball. Finds a couple more kills from this spot, got the flank covered. LAG from the front side push now, and it's going to be Temp who goes down in kitchen. Aqua on the stairs, he goes down as well. Here comes the counter-attack from LAG. It's on the Skrapz. Can he get anything done here? The last player left for his squad, and he is completely surrounded. Takes one with him. Oh my word. Temp, last player left. This has been one hell of a round, Chance. 7 lives for LAG. Temp's got to do the unthinkable. But it does look like the Guerrillas, they have survived. We'll have another shot now to see if they can push the next round.
And almost an unbelievable round at that. I mean, with the way Skrapz is shooting, I can't believe his KD is only even. I mean, every single, like, anytime he dies, he has to be either getting double or triple challenged. He is lighting up the feed, and I will say towards the end, maybe a moment where he should have stacked the hill, right? You're massively down on lives. Your only hope of winning the round is purely to get the capture, and instead he sort of tries to play for the control of basketball, but certainly a tough decision to make. And either way, if guns are hot like this, like Skrapz is shooting like that, and Temp is the one with 26 kills, so Paris certainly in a decent spot. And of course, Skrapz does not lose his ones, even though he's staring at the barrel of 3 different players, still finds the kill.
Yeah, what a way to get it done. Classic tags up a lot of players on the way out, but the Skrapz once again, no one seems to be tough enough to really go toe-to-toe with him. Cheat, great angle there through the staircase. Out with the trade, nice work. Here comes the rest of LAG. They are committing to this B hit. They're not letting it go. 2 of them made it the way to the stairs. Gene's on the other side of the map, maybe about to grab A, and again, that's just going to pull the defense somewhat. Oh, Aqua, what a win. Massive shots. aBeZy's going to clear point. Now it's a 2-point hit, both A and B being captured at the same time. How will Paris respond?
Looks like they're just going to be chalking it up, making sure you go for that stack. And of course, again, we talk about bedroom control almost endlessly. Paris has 2 players stacked up over there, and of course you got Aqua responsible just for watching that full flank, but Guerrillas honestly making the right call based on how the map's being set up. A couple players coming through kitchen. They're working on this bedroom control, trying to clear them out. aBeZy looking for the kills, and there's the first. That is 2 in the feed for Guerrillas.
That's a big one. Still he gets another. Straight onto the B zone we go. Starting to get the capture done. Plenty of time. Hours in Call of Duty world. Gene on the back line takes go 1. 10 will get the trade. Nice shot. Suck one out through the kitchen. If he can get any out of this, massive. But Assault is hot on his heels. And there it is. Turns into gas. Then now through the point. Nice shots. aBeZy finds 2 in the kill feed. This is huge. LAG stacked the point. Skrapz got to go. He's the only player there to get it done. And that's that. Final round. We decide it all here on Control. This is for the series win for Paris. Sorry, for LAG. This is for Paris to start the reverse sweep. They've got to hold it here. This could be 3 straight rounds in a row for LAG.
And I would say from Guerrillas that round, that was the perfect call for them to make, given the setup that Paris Legion actually threw together. So whoever the IGL was for that moment, shot calling on point. And I will say, dude, again, with the way Skrapz is shooting, he only has 24 kills. How good is Sheen playing that he's got 30, leading the lobby right now? But I suppose it's just a tale of the first 2 rounds versus the next set. But here we go. Defense for Guerrillas in this round 5. And Paris, their entire team over towards A. Skrapz, no time wasted with a 74U. Already finding some kills.
He's finding kills. A lot of damage done. Progress at A already. They got bodies on point. Classic's the last one, but the reinforcements are there. Nice bit of work there on the defense. So LAG will flush them out for now. Salt, last one left alive. Big shots. Does manage to get the kills. Gonna make the A zone safe, but man, they hit that hard and fast. Over to Silly, bottom bedroom, cleans them up. Salt, bottom art now, also dealing the damage. Both pinches, certainly well covered right now. LAG in the far forward position, keeping Paris Legion pinned in their spawn as best they can. Oh, these are big shots. That's a massive win from Assault. 2 kills goes his way. That's huge. Gene now on the flank, trying to slow these players down. Aqua wins it. Oh, man, you gotta go now. Paris Legion, they've got to move. They've been pinned for too long. 45 seconds remaining.
I mean, I'll say the good news, I'm pretty sure they did shut down Assault before he was able to get the streaks. The bad news is you're down by 7 lives. You're running out of time and you can't find anything. Skrapz, the last one alive, has to wait for his teammates, but where do you even go? You don't have bedroom control. You have to flood towards A. These are not fun gunfights to take, dealing with the players top ring, dealing with the players that are inside pillars, and well, the Assault rifles right now just reigning supreme from these power positions. Time is a-wasting, and Assault is not missing. Maybe those 2 players getting dropped is the opening that they need, but now the teammates, the SMGs, are here in response on defense.
Classic survives just long enough to get his boys on point. 10 seconds remaining. Finally, some lungs filled with air for Paris Legion. Now you just calm the breathing down. You're going to get yourself that A zone. Here comes time on the clock. Minute 10 now to work with. Life count, not favorable. 20 to 12. Paris, they are bleeding out. However, we've seen them work very well with a low life count. Skrapz finds a nice 2 there. Bit of space to work with now. It's up to Cheen. Defend the back of the kitchen. Mid-map controls go in the way of LAG for now. Aqua wins a big one on the staircase. Here we go. The pinch is on. Them can't quite find it, but the trades are there. Paris starting to take the ground back. 45 seconds remaining chance. All that's going to take is like 3 guys on that B zone. Paris take the map.
They just need another wave of kills. The problem is the map spread Guerrillas have. It is not easy to pick these players off one by one. And well, Chino, you've seen the feed. Maybe he gets traded out, but as long as Guerrillas can slow them down, that is where the benefit comes through. But maybe there's 2 kills, but Classic can't win his 1. aBeZy still in bottom bedroom, still causing problems. In 18 seconds left, you don't even get 1 good push. Now you just have to fly.
Oh, here we go. aBeZy wins another one downstairs. He's going to keep finding these kills. Classic, though, finally. Tip of the spear now, driving his way forward. Final 10 seconds. This is it. You gotta go. This is for the reverse sweep in Control. Assault's gonna cut these players down. No lives left for Paris. Assault finally gets the kill, and with that, it should be all she wrote. Oh my word, LAG. Paris may have taken the first 2 rounds of the Control, but the reverse sweep is complete, and with that, a sweep in the series. LAG. Gene comes on the roster, and everything looks very, very different from here on out. Bravo. LAG have shocked us all, mate. They have shocked us all.
Dude, and Money Cheen, welcome to the CDL. Had a 1.43 in the first 2 maps, and well, on the control, what, 39 and 24 or something along those lines, lighting up the feed. One of the best entrances we have had to the league. You just love to see, and Chino happy for good reason. I mean, the first 2 maps for the Guerrillas, just sheer and utter dominance, and well, they got dealt some adversity for that map 3, but they absolutely fought back. And again, 8K damage from Money Cheen. Things you love to see. I don't know if that's quite a record, but that is certainly towards the top of one of the better performances we have seen all year long. And it warms my heart, Miles. It really does.
It warms my heart. You're melting that Colorado snow with all this love chance. Oh boy. So having a great map as well. And man, that's a good turnaround for LAG. You cannot be disappointed. Social soundboard powered by Astro. ScholarX saying that's my MVP. Talking about his former teammate Assault. Oh man, what a run that was. As LAG getting love on the timeline right now, whether you're a Cheen fan, Assault, Silly, or even aBeZy himself. What a run. Nice bit of work from them. Get themselves a big win on the board here in stage 3. And chance, I think a 3-0 was definitely not what a lot of us had. Frankly, I had Paris winning this series. If I'm completely honest, it was as a few others did. But LAG, man, they shocked us all. And in a fantastic way to get the day started here of day 3 of the Ravens home series. Mate, let's just do the scuff play of the game, shall we, friends? We're going to go to the final round of that last one. It was a valiant effort all in all, but at the end of the day, LAG get the job done. Walk me through this one, brother.
I mean, this is just the final round. This is the bloodbath. This is a situation for Paris where, again, it's just such a difficult setup to break, and they even got a couple kills, but then Assault just wins his one. He makes the read. aBeZy down low, always just being annoying. And Temp, he tries to get good timing, but the Call of Duty timing just simply doesn't go his way. So it's genuinely just too clean a gameplay towards the end from the Guerrillas. And I don't want to go too hot takey and say everyone that criticized the roster change is wrong. That is absolutely not the case. The criticism is valid. This is genuinely, in my mind, just a great matchup of a team that Guerrillas gets to go against, right? Paris have been struggling in the teamwork category. That is where we expect the Guerrillas to shine. They have a lot more games that we're going to see them go, and that is a gauntlet that they have to deal with. That will answer the question, right? We will know by the time that they have to go through the Ultra Empire and Røkkr, and even the Florida Mutineers to the end. We will see exactly how good of a roster change decision it was, but that is a hell of a way to start their stage 3.
Serious trial by fire for LAG. Are they the real deal? Well, we'll find out pretty soon, to be honest. It's not going to be too far away. Again, they look at the road to the major. Let's see how Paris have fared so far. Of course, we've already seen them go up against Dallas Empire. That was a 3-1 loss they had, the other day. And now Guerrillas have taken them down as well. Røkkr up next, followed by the Mutineers, and of course, the big old final boss, Toronto Ultra, for them here in the road to the major. But chance for Paris so far, I mean, it's not like it's getting better. So I do worry that, again, for this squad, a turnaround's better. It's got to happen sooner rather than later. You start needing to get those points. And again, you want to sit yourself pretty going into stage 3's major. Going to be a tough one indeed. But again, with that road to the major said and done, let's have a quick look at the schedule brought to you by the US Army. This is what we have coming up later on today. The first one, a blistering 3-0. After this one, it's going to be Minnesota Røkkr taking on the Florida Mutineers, and our game fuel marquee match, Chicago OpTic taking on Seattle Surge. That one is going to be a lot of fun indeed. Non-stop Call of Duty action coming your way today, friends. As it feels like almost every week, right? It's just non-stop COD. We're loving life right now. I mean, a lot of people's like, hey, what are you doing your time off? We don't already have time off. It's non-stop, baby. We're banging the drum every single day, making sure you're enjoying the games. And today is no different. Chance, any final parting words on today's excitement?
I mean, I think match 1 just kicked it off greatly. The next 2 should be humdingers, as a wise man once said. But I just think it's a very interesting day. Guerrillas, again, I said it a couple months ago, one of my favorite teams to watch. That still remains true. They're always either weirdly impressive or sometimes they fall short. You don't really know what you're going to get, but they're going to be a lot of fun to watch long term.
Well, there we go. The first match of the day is done. We return after this wonderful commercial break. Lottie will be talking to Money Cheen about that stunning entry into the Call of Duty League. Again, we don't want to miss that one, friends. Cheen's a wonderful character. Hell yeah, he's feeling himself right now, and he should be. There we go. The Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. Lottie talking to Cheen after this break.
The Call of Duty League is presented by Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The US Army wants your warrior.
Hello everybody and welcome to your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. Now you probably already know who I've got. I got Money Cheen on the mic with me. Cheen, mate, that was just unbelievable. What an explosive way to enter back into the Call of Duty League. And boy, are we glad to have you back. And I'm sure LAG certainly are. Incredible performance. I've got to ask you though, you know, since joining LAG back on the main roster, what was the talks like? What were the discussions like about you coming back in terms of your gameplay and the plan heading into stage 3 as a team?
Honestly, the game plan was just to bring me in to try to make sure that we're all on the same page and using our teamwork to the best of our ability. And they knew Justin could run a sub. He's been a good sub player in the past. And I feel like the way me and Adam play, I feel like we're both more kind of like, well, I'm more of like an aggressive type of AR. And so like me and him together, like we could switch back and forth in our play styles. And I mean, I would say we're like not the best we could be right now, but we're definitely improving every day. And I'm glad that I've been able to show that in this match.
For sure. And I mean, look, you are looking pretty damn good as a team right now. And this is literally only day 1 of competitive as you guys being this new roster. How are you feeling right now? How are the vibes in game, out of game? Are you happy to get the win the way that you did today? You know, where do you go from here? I'm
very happy. I feel like I played pretty good. I feel like the whole team as a whole played really good. I feel like we were doing a lot of stuff that we said we were going to do when we practiced. And even when we went down 0-2 in the control, like we still knew we could make a comeback. We still knew that like we had to keep fighting. So it's the vibes are really high. I feel amazing right now. I know the team probably feels amazing, and we just got to keep continuing to improve in practice and keep like the momentum going into the next matches.
Amazing stuff. Well, I can certainly say that you are playing pretty good, Cheen. So don't worry about that. You're playing very good. Thank you so much, Cheen. Lovely to have you back, and congratulations once again.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there you have it. You've heard from Money Cheen himself. He's got the best strong arm in the game and a great smile at it, and it's not too bad on the sticks either. But I tell you what, folks, I've got to move this ship along because we have more games coming your way, and Minnesota are out to rock the boat because they're going to be facing Mutineers in this next series. It's coming to you right after the break.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel. Unlock a CDL team pack with any purchase on gamefuel.com/CDL. While supplies last, offer ends on April 25th. Tournament audio and team listen-ins are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
Welcome back to the London home series. Joe, the only real downside to all of this is that if we were in our regular season and schedule, you and I would be frolicking around London together.
Yeah, no, we would be. We'd be having a great time. Always a fun event in London, but we're not there, and that's okay. Maybe sometime soon, hopefully next year. But we have a great match going on today between Florida and Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm excited to see Røkkr play again, right? We saw some improvements for them at the last major, maybe some setbacks as well, but really excited to see what they're going to bring. And then for Mutineers, you and I were discussing their last match. Not a lot of bright spots for them in that series, Joe.
No, not at all. Obviously, it's a tough one, right? Your first matchup, you're going against this, major 2 champions. In Toronto Ultra, you have a new roster. It's a tough first match, but some of the things that we saw weren't great. But it is what it is. You got to move on from it, and you have another tough match here.
Mutineers are going to be looking to bounce back in a massive way. We need to see some improvement. They need to come out, fly and fry, put some wins on the board. Let's check out the roster. Here are the Florida Mutineers.
The dictionary defines redemption as the deliverance of persons or things from the possession and power of captors.
It is a 3-0 victory over the Florida Mutineers.
As the act of making something better. As the act of making up for a loss.
It is over, and that is a shocker for the Mutineers.
We define it as inevitable. You can count our KD. You can count our headshots. You can count our hill time. What you can't do is count us out.
Well, Joe, I think one thing that's been kind of constant for us in conversation around this team is Big Wake is the real deal. There were question marks maybe if he could repeat the performances from last year. He has been lights out for the most part. It's just when can the teamwork click? Maybe when can some of the other players step it up so these guys can really start to find more wins?
Yeah, and obviously you get Havoc back. Havoc, I had a great year last year with the Florida team. I mean, the entire roster really did. And I think there were some people out there who were like, well, we think Havoc should be a starter, even though they went with Slacked and they didn't have the success they wanted to in the first couple of stages. And you have Havoc, who, he's a sub, and he gets the call back up. And now it's an opportunity for him to get back into that rotation. But he's got to get things going with Neptune. They really struggled in that series versus Toronto Ultra. But as you said, Awakening, man, he's a talent.
Yeah, he's been one of my favorite players to watch this year. The guy's an absolute beast. But now their matchup, they're going to be going up against the Røkkr. Let's take a look at the roster.
Røkkr certainly come to play.
They can't stop it. They can't stop the kids. They can't stop it.
Oh, Priestahh, disgusting. Accuracy's there, nice kill. Bang! 200 IQ, 10 out of 10 play. Oh my word! But Dash is going to save the day. Røkkr, our kings of the north.
Minnesota Røkkr, a team that looked to be a real threat. Maybe make a run to a finals of a tournament. Obviously, they come up a little bit short, but with Standy in the roster, the position change for Priestahh, they're a scary, scary team, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, stage 2 was all about being comfortable, right? Finding comfortability with the new roster. I mean, they made a heck of a run throughout the group stage. We had that crazy Group B. They ended up getting first seed. Throughout the tournament, you had a couple of crazy matches. But right now for stage 3, it's solidifying themselves.
Well, let's take a look at the game field keys to victory and what maybe they need to do to find a W here. Joe, take me through it.
It's all about balance between those, that hardpoint and that search and destroy. Early on with the roster, it was all S&D. Hardpoint really struggled. Then, I mean, throughout the Major 2, that sort of flip-flopped. 4-2 in hardpoint, 1-4 in S&D. Can you find a happy medium? Continue to find success and control, especially on raid. This is where what they had, like, I think they're 3-2, but one of those losses is that Dallas Empire loss. Should be 4-1. They're going up against a very tough defensive team in control. And Standy and Attach, I know we've talked about Awakening, but you can make his life very difficult with the aggression out of your submachine gun players, and they can do that here.
100%. I think sometimes you think about the AR versus AR, but the subs are in your face. It can be a lot more difficult if you're not getting to your spots as an AR. But now, on the other side of it, Joe, talk to me about the game to fuel keys to victory for Mutineers.
Neptune and Havoc just have to be better in the slaying category. You're not going to win when you're minus 45 as your sub duo. That's just not going to happen. Not at all. Improved checkmate on hardpoint or veto it. They are 1-7 on checkmate, 10-8 in hardpoint outside of checkmate. We don't see that here today. We start off with a raid hardpoint where they're 3-0. So, you know, they're still a very good respawn team if you get that out of there. And then Sky's the difference maker. He leads the squad in X Factor ready in both hardpoint and search and destroy. And it's just sort of, when can Skies find a little bit more consistency? You see the consistency from Awakening. You need somebody else here. And for me, it is Skies. When he's playing really, really well, they're winning.
Well, that checkmate thing just tells me the story of a lot of teams we've discussed, where it's like if you get one more hard point or like one more search that you're very solid in, the difference could be insane.
Yeah, it's all about map pool. And now looking at these maps and modes, listen, I think you're very happy about this, though, if you are Røkkr. I think you get yourself some excellent hard points. That raid control is very strong for them. I didn't think they were going to get that into this series. Then you look at the search and destroys. They've had a couple of crazy Moscows, but Miami's another solid one for them. Raid hardpoint's going to be a tough challenge. The Mutineers undefeated here.
All right, we'll get ready to start this best of 5 series off as we get deeper into the London home series and see what these squads are going to bring to the table. On the Mutineer side, we're looking to see improvements. Not exactly what you wanted to see in the first match, despite it being a very difficult one. And Røkkr, kind of like my question for Ultra, I guess, coming out of it. The teams that improved massively, especially over the Major, are they going to continue to reflect that? Or was that the best level they could hit? I guess I feel like Røkkr haven't gotten near maybe what their peak is going to be. Going to be excited to see how they're going to get going. But as you said, raid to start things off, accuracy's POV to get it going, and it's quality beams out of him early.
Yeah, quality shots there. Priestahh's able to win on one-on-one in the middle of the map. Attach does get taken down by Neptune, but Standy in the hill, just trying to play his life, trying to dodge these nades, and he's doing a very good job of it. You can see with the ARs looking over him, he's just able to finesse his life, and now with 3 dead, they can fly at Skies, the last player left. And the Mutineers are just trying to hold, but there's those split spawns. They have to be careful here. What's the call going to be? Do we go for the hill? Do we just rotate to kitchen? If you rotate, you're going to give up a ton of time.
That was great. You just watched him sliding back and forth. His accuracy and Priestahh, I think, got 3 kills as he was just finessing. Just beautiful stuff. But now how do they deal with this split spawn, as you said? And so far, not going to be great. 3 of them going to end up dropping. You still have Awakening lurking towards that mid-courtyard. They'll get another crack here at trying to win this rotational battle.
Yeah, you take that, though, if you're Røkkr. You start off on the weaker side, you get 46 points. And, you know, Kitchen is one that we've seen teams be able to break it, even just going through that front door, at least contest a lot of that time. It's one of the hills on raid where you can control it just from the inside. They're going to try and go for the back spawns. Sky's able to find that first one. Is Standy just going to play his life. He knows he's the last one alive. The rest of his teammates getting pushed up the middle of the map, and you have accuracy trying to work inside of money. But with Standy getting taken down backside, it's all through the front, and it's the ARs able to win the battles.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you could at least contest here would be great, but the contest doesn't last all that long. Mutineer's still going to be in control. It's a mess inside the hard point, and Standy just can't snap onto a target. If they get this remaining time, they'll get a lead change or close to a tie game, but solid bounce back there from Mutineers. And just looking at the kills, see if anyone's really popping off. Not really, kind of balanced on the board, but that could have been 4 in a row for Havoc, maybe inching his way closer to streaks. But now let's focus on the rotation. You've got 2 here in Skies and Awakening, looking to get set up for Garage, and they're in good position to chain together 2 and 3.
Yeah, great job by the Mutineers with about 25 seconds left. They are able to get pushed on out. kills on rotation come in, and when you die, I mean, you just spawn back kitchen, right? That spawn opens up. Røkkr spawn there. Mutineer's able to get that flip. And they have a lot of control. You see Havoc's position. Well, he's dead now, but they were pushed up from garage. And when we see this garage hill broken, it's when you don't have arc control. When you don't have up top of bedroom, those kills come in, and now everybody's going to flood on through. With 30 seconds left, the Røkkr get in.
Røkkr get in. Nice solid break there. And I want to see how they can hold it, how they can handle the rotation across the map as we get set up for court. Let's go to an Astro listen-in with Minnesota Røkkr.
Water, Caesar. Water, Caesar dead. One more in kitchen.
That kick is spawned out.
HyDra in the kitchen. One shot.
I'm hitting the back.
Went to left
I'm
side.
hitting the back with Preston.
I'm waiting back here.
I'll wait kitchen. I'll wait kitchen.
Skies is going water side. I didn't flash anything.
I'm sliding.
Skies is going water. Yeah, hit him jungle. I hit him jungle with the nade.
On the tree dead.
Jungle, I'm flashed. I'm full flashed. He was weak back jungle.
I'm kitchen with you.
He's still jungle.
Jungle pinch.
Skies is gonna be tinky.
I blocked the back.
Skies is gonna be tinky.
Yeah. Give me 2 and
Hit this together. I'll look over you guys.
I'm waiting for you guys.
You can be close left. I have your left side hood. I have your left side hood. Tower hill together.
I'm hitting mid.
Left. He is left.
Close left, 20.
Good job. Save.
Nice.
One
front.
He's in the cube. In the cube.
I'm stunning over.
In the front.
Oh, wait, down front, dead.
Good job.
I'm looking over y'all.
Okay.
I heard you go.
Flash here.
Money. 2 of them. Money, Havoc, dead.
Good job.
Deep right hill, Skies.
Okay.
One's deep right.
I'm gonna child the heady, B-Dog.
Okay, yeah, he's
one
there.
down.
On the heady and right side hill.
Heady.
Two on
Right side hill.
One's kitch.
One has to be right side hill.
I'm nading.
Popping
I'm
you,
trying to
kitch.
I'm flashing over.
I'm bot by new.
Oh,
I'm winning ring. I'm out
Money
ring.
rocks.
Money dead.
Out kitch.
One more hill. Caesar weak.
We got hill.
I'm out ring right now.
You can pick
Caesar
up bed.
weak. Wait for Neptune
have
Havoc.
Oh, one's already behind me ring.
Kitch dead.
Alright, Neptune Havoc. Okay, Havoc. Ring.
Ring, Havoc.
Ring dead.
Back to the
You're
stage.
good, you're good.
I got choke on you.
Get my left.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Yeah,
neutral.
well,
You got water over there?
I have
I
water.
have kitch.
I'm trying to get a ring right now.
Jump
They
the
could be ring.
I'm gonna help you ring. I can help you ring.
Yeah, top laundry.
Sit down.
Yo, Skies is water. Skies is
Two ring.
One's kitch.
I'll kitch.
Kitch.
I'll get
I'm
Skies is
Pillar.
water.
I'll
Stay
get
down from water.
I can get your kitch.
Watch out water.
I'm taking water.
Watch out water.
One more pillar net.
Water dead.
Now you go. 3.
I'm on shot.
I have your pillar.
I don't
Pillar
want
Havoc, dead.
Nice,
I
good job.
have pool.
I'm looking at
Alright,
my kitch.
I have pool.
I'm looking at your pillars.
Give me pillars. I got one pillar.
Nice.
Now one top laundry.
I have pool.
One's the kitchen money, I think. I don't know.
I'm looking
Yeah,
money.
money. Caesar.
I'm
One's
looking
out laundry.
money.
2 laundry, 3 laundry on me.
Money
I have
dead.
your
Money
pillars.
dead.
Flash 2 laundry. Help me.
time.
You go across.
Yo, kitchen, I need
I'll
help.
help
I have your outer. I don't know where this guy's
I
at.
am.
Yo, top.
Laundry. And one's close right.
Well, Joe, we're
Close,
getting ready
close,
to head
close,
into our
back
second
on
set of
you.
rotations, but there was a really tough stretch there. I mean, if you were Røkkr, you had to try and break kitchen, try and break garage, try and break court. Like, you were just in difficult spots through 3 hard points in a row. Now they finally get a nice hold here at courtyard, but how do you look to fix that going into the second set of hard points?
Well, I think the sort of start of the map, right, just where Mutineers start, that gives them kitchen control. That gives them the spawns. And Røkkr, they hit the 45 seconds off the break. The problem was when they lost the spawn, rotating a garage, right? They spawn out. Then they break with about 30 seconds left. And you take that 30 seconds at garage, but that sets you up for basketball court where that's the toughest hill to break. But they're only down 20 seconds. You have Mutineers in a position now, and Røkkr are here again. Do we try to break through a ring, or are we going to play for the spawns through kitchen? We'll see what they decide to do. But it looks like they're going to try and push through the middle of the map. You have Attach and Standy able to get inside a kitchen. Mutineers with great map control so far.
Absolutely, yeah. There's been a huge battle for control, and it feels like Mutineers have come out on top so much. But to your point, maybe you feel all right just being in the game as close as it is right now if you're Røkkr, considering how some of them have gone. But now, new hard point about to pop. They've got one on water steps. That's going to be attached. The other 3 looking to push through laundry side. Sky's playing from the rock, which is a power position. If you've ever seen one, it is tough to clear somebody off it, especially with a trophy down. But as he looks to reposition, he will get caught. Accuracy able to connect on 2. And I thought there'd be a chance for a pinch, but the person at the front side of kitchen drops. They clear out back, and well, you're back to step 1 now if you're Røkkr.
Yeah, it's really the same thing we saw in the first rotation. Now they just, obviously you have to go. There's 40 seconds left, already up to 185 points. Neptune up to a 6 spree. Now could he find those streaks? That could really close this game out. But you have to give props to the Mutineers. They're winning the rotation battle. They're fighting for those spawns. They're doing a very good job of making the decision as a team of what they want to go for. They're putting Røkkr in this spot. Now Neptune, can he find just one more kill, at least to find that artillery?
And you can see on the other side like how tough it can be when you're trying to battle in at all times. Like Attach is 7 and 18. He's been one of our more consistent players from a KD standpoint, but when you're in the bad position, more often than not, it's not easy to do. But let's see if Neptune can get these streaks. As he was close to getting, I think he actually dropped right before. I don't think he got another one.
Standy just killed too as they pushed through Jim. So good job there. But now can Røkkr hold on? Priest is trying to do what he can. Up to 25 and 16, a great game for him. But as you said, they just haven't been able to put it together as a squad. In Florida Mutineers, they're able to find 3 kills. They get into the hill now. They can win it here. So now you have to do this where you have to get some contest and try to win that rotation all the way across the map.
What a great job by Mutineers getting in, finding all the key kills, getting set up, looking to put the game away. 3 are going to drop. Sky's able to find 2 during that sequence. The Tat's going to be the low man. He's got a player in front, a player behind as he gets swarmed. Now, can they contest? This is going to be the last flood on through. Awakening Skies want absolutely no part of it. And they will hold on to get the map 1 victory. And yeah, I mean, basically from Kitchen onward in the first set of rotations, they were in control.
Yeah, and this is why they're undefeated on this map. This is one of their better hardpoint maps, now up to 4-0. It's been a staple for the Minnesota Røkkr with Standy as an addition, in raid control and raid hardpoint. They've done great here, but the Florida Mutineers, they probably saw when they picked raid, they were feeling pretty darn good about it, and you saw it there.
Well, one of the keys to victory for you was to try and, in the sub side of things, maybe attach and Standy, disrupt, Skies and Awakening, right? Like, don't allow them to get comfortable. And I always think back to, it was in Call of Duty World War II, and, Octane at that time was just, he was a god. He was frying, and they were playing against FaZe, and Attach and Zuma, it was on Arden Forest, and they were just in his face constantly. Like, he literally could never get to a power spot, and they just got smoked. And when you can have that kind of aggression, disrupt, like a powerhouse AR, it's great, but when you're constantly trying to break hard points, it just won't happen. And I think that's why you see Attach. He's 8 and 22. Like, he just couldn't get anything going.
Well, and that's the thing, right? How do you make an AR comfortable? You have to force him to push engagements that he normally wouldn't inside of those buildings on raid. And unfortunately, it was the other side, where Priestahh and accuracy having to do that. And that's just difficult to do.
Yeah, I think you saw 2 good sides of it, just how hard it can be and how easy it can be once you get good position. But that's going to do it for the map 1. We'll get ready to continue on with the Series 2 Search and Destroy after this quick break.